Hello, love. It is Sunday evening, and I just had some tea and I took a soothing bath, Epsom salt and lavender. So I'm feeling really relaxed, and I thought I'd jump on here and say hello. And how are you? I hope you had a great weekend. And wondering what you have planned for the coming week. Here in the US, we have Thanksgiving on Thursday. And yeah, I think Mercury goes retrograde on Monday night, Tuesday morning, something like that. And the message that I heard about this is really just a time to rest, a time to go inward and ask for what it is that we need. A little self-care, perhaps. But in order to really care for ourselves, we need to know and understand what it is that we truly need. Yeah. So much we are always doing, and how much time do we actually take to really reflect on what it is that we need internally? Yeah, so I invite you to just take a couple of deep breaths with me in through the nose, filling the belly, filling your heart space. Perhaps holding for just a moment on top, and then releasing through the mouth and letting it all go. We'll do a couple more of those together in through the nose. Holding and release. One more. Holding and release. Just feeling the tension leaving your body and just arriving in this space. And perhaps just going inward, doing a body scan from the top of your head down to your toes. Taking your time just to explore any sensations in your body. And perhaps while you're doing that, just internally ask your body, your physical body, what is it that you need? Let your body know that you're there to care for it, to nurture it. Let your body know that it's okay to just relax, that you have it. You've got it. It is safe. Continue to take some deep breaths as you scan your body, noticing any sensations that might come up. any messages or feelings. And just breathe into those sensations. Just giving your body this time to allow it to just be here. Just allowing space. You can also bring your attention to your breath and noticing how your body receives your breath. Perhaps noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And just noticing. Just giving ourselves this time to just be with ourselves is nourishing. This time can be more nourishing than something that is external. And notice if there is a place on your body that perhaps feels a little bit better than the rest. Maybe a place that feels a bit warm and cozy. A place that feels loved. And if nothing's coming up for you, just perhaps choose a place that represents that feeling of comfort. And place one or two hands on that place that you can come back to as a resource to remind your body, to remind yourself that you're here and that no matter what is happening around you, you're here and you're safe. And as we breathe our next breath into some more awareness of our emotional body, and notice if there were any emotions that came up. And imagine this emotional body just lives just slightly above the physical body. Like a layer in aura, just right there. So tender. And as you bring your awareness, emotional body, doing a scan of your emotional being. Notice any sensations, perhaps on your skin. You may feel a bit of a tingling, energetic sensations as your emotional body starts to communicate with your physical body. You may notice a particular color that comes to mind, welcoming the connection between your physical and emotional bodies, knowing that they are always together, always interacting. Taking some deep breaths, noticing anything that comes up, and just allowing without judgment. And if nothing particular is coming up, just knowing that it's there. Bringing your attention to your breath. Just letting your emotional body know. Perhaps your physical body reaching out to your emotional body, letting them know that they're together. Taking a deep breath in. Now bringing your attention to your spiritual body. The spirit that lives just another layer around your emotional body. Perhaps there is a part of your spiritual body that is a bit more radiant in your heart center or your third eye, your crown chakra. Just notice what's there. And again, inviting that spiritual body to connect with your emotional and your physical body. All three of these together really represent aspects of you that show up in the world, that are impacted by the world around us and within ourselves. Each one an ally for the other. Each one having the ability to communicate with the other, to understand the needs and to care for, to nurture these relationships, to nurture each one of these aspects of yourself, is to understand what it is that you need. To be able to sit with your full self and ask and to notice what is needed on the emotional level. What is needed on your physical level? And what is needed on your spiritual level? What is it that you need in this moment? Ask yourself. Put that hand on your resource. Connect. And perhaps this time of year, what is most needed is rest. And if we need to rest physically, how can the emotional and spiritual bodies support the rest that is needed physically? And if the rest is needed on the emotional level, how can the physical and spiritual levels step up? And perhaps the spiritual body is longing for a deeper connection with something greater than yourself. Perhaps needing more direction or validation or love. And how can the physical and emotional bodies support that need? These are simple questions and simple answers. Not always easy, but if you approach it from the aspect that we have all that we need already inside of us, then no external barrier can prevent us from caring for ourselves. We can love ourselves if we allow ourselves to do so. We can care for ourselves if we will take the time to build relationship with ourselves, to know ourselves, and to ask the question and be willing to answer the call. The truth is that we abandon ourselves more than anybody else could. We abandon ourselves when we don't care for ourselves, when we don't inquire what it is that I need in this moment. What do I need? And how can I fulfill that need? This is all that we need to ask. And you may say, well, how do I do that? How do I care for myself when I am so busy caring for others? How do I care for myself when I can't even fill in the blank? How can I care for myself when I am so tired? Be still. This is difficult because we don't know how to be still most of the time. We feel like we need to be doing, going. That's where our value is. That is what is expected of me. But the answer is found in the stillness. The answer is found within, not externally. The world would have us think otherwise. It has trained us to know otherwise. But when we go inward and we reflect inward, there is truth. There is truth. There is love. There is caring. There is rest. There is abundance. So I ask, will you care for yourself? Will you start a practice that is a practice? Not perfect, no scorekeeping, no judgment. This moment, be in stillness. If you are here and you are still listening, you are caring for yourself by even just taking in the information, by bringing your awareness to what is possible. That is all that you need. have is within you. Be in stillness. Allow it to open. Allow it to reveal yourself. Allow it to reveal who you are, not what you do. Just be. Breathing deep into the belly. Let's close out with 3 deep breaths. Sending you all much gratitude and love. Remember, it is just here in this moment that matters, not what you do in the next. Much love.